Hi, welcome to another video. Now, hopefully you like the new introduction. I just wanted to do something a bit different and the new outro as well. Try and keep it as short as I can and get across the information for people who don't know what I do, who stumble maybe across on the channel. You know, they need to know that basically I've got all these years and years of experience, which puts me quite ahead of a lot of my competitors, to be quite honest, because I don't know really anybody that's got an industry knowledge like myself. And I'm not just sort of saying that in a big-headed way. It's just that a lot of people have been telling me that in the industry over the years and said, you know, we don't know anybody that knows the industry like you do. And that's only because I've been very passionate, and still am passionate about it, of course, and the history and the heritage and, you know, the motorhome side of things and the static caravan, or leisure homes as we like to call them these days. I just think all that, it's all sort of Britishy and it's very, yeah, just great. Anyway, now this is a video to say about a Lunar Quasar I came across. Now I was at Westfield Caravans and I mentioned on the video it's just been on with that eldest. And as we know that things don't always go well, and it certainly didn't on the Lunar Quasar. So I didn't really get round to do a final sort of overhaul of that van, because basically my battery went out, my card went out, and I'd gone out with my old camera, and that was the reason why I didn't realise that it was just a quick case of getting out and look at this Quasar. Now when I say on the video, I said, oh, this is 8 foot wide. I can't remember this being 8 foot wide, and there's a good reason for that. Because they didn't do them in 8 foot wide, the Quasar, until the, I think it was a 686, which was their twin axle big 6-berth van, which was a really good van. If time had been kind to Lunar more, that would have been a really successful tourer. But no, I went to Westfield Caravans, saw this Quasar, and I'll just turn that radio off as well because it's just annoying me. I didn't realise what... Right, sorry about that, people. Yeah, so basically, it was 8 foot wide. It was a model number I didn't even recognise. It was a 29. It was a Quasar, but not as we know it, as they used to say, as Spot used to say. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. So that's a Caravan Quasar, Lunar Quasar, but not as Andy knew it. I just did a little bit of sort of research, and sure enough, no, it didn't exist, but it was based on the Lexon transverse bed model, and I just wonder if Lunar built some just to test the water out, but did never officially launch it as an additional model. Back in the old days, magazines used to report on any new model that had come out from a manufacturer. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen these days unless it's actually we review it. So, yeah, the Lunar Lexon, Lunar Quasar that's based on the Lexon. It was 8 foot wide. It was based on the, oh crikey, I can't remember which one it was now. I was looking at it, something like the 670 or something like that, I think it said, which was only made in the Lexon. So it's a bit of a strange one. It was up at just short of 20,000, and it was a really nice van. It had a mover on it, and for somebody wanting something very spacious, very lightweight, I think it was just short of 1,500 kilos, and something a little bit different. That Quasar was a nice van. Now, as I say, I'm sorry it cut off by when I got into the washroom, I think, but the washroom was great, and I'll put a few still pictures on. No, I'm going to do an ending bit. This is for the beginning of the video. So it's explaining what happened, went in, did this van on the outside, blah, 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 got to the washroom, started doing that, and unbeknown to me, the camera had gone, and I roamed around, and yeah, a bit of a disaster, really. So, I'll give you a conclusion. Hi, and welcome to a new video. Now, I am looking at second-hand tourers, and I'm at my local dealer, Westfield Caravans. I've been coming here for quite a few years now. But anyway, I won't go into detail. But I've just been looking at their used stock, and they haven't got a great deal, but they've got a bit more than what they have. But I've come across this Lunar Quasar, and it is the 560. So it's a transverse bed, rear washroom, and it's a 2019. So basically one of the last ones really, before they finish. Now some of the vans did have a bit of a reputation for leaking, etc. Some of the older ones, and that's down to the fact that the factory was on its way out. It's 19.5k. There's an alarm fitted to this, and I can't remember an alarm being fitted as standard. So I think someone's had that done. Anyway, enough chattering. Let's go inside and have a quick look. Now, these are a really nice van. I remember seeing these at the trade show in 2018, and they got a lot of good feedback. It's a spacious van, no doubt about it. And the Quasar was really their sort of mid-market range. L-shaped sort of kitchen, so good worktop here, and big sink, dual fuel Thetford hob, and it's only good nick. I mean, this has been used, I can tell, but obviously after a few years you'd expect it to. Lots of cupboard space, lots of drawer space, and of course you've got that big gas locker at the front as well, so it's nothing to be side lockers to infringe on the internal space like there is on Bailey's, for instance. Truma blown air system, 1 unit blown air outlet fitted there, and the seating, let's have a quick look, let's have a quick test. Well, the seating is still comfortable, there's plenty of support still left in them, and although this van is, I think, about 7'4" wide, it feels so much wider, but Lunar had that knack of being able to do that. I really do miss the brand, because if they'd concentrated on quality and kept the quantity down and done a bit of a coachman, we could have had a really good lightweight range of caravans that it would put it in the region of most electric cars to tow. Anyway, small roof, sunroof there, and of course it doesn't open. I know Lunar criticised a bit for that, but also what they did was put that large roof vent here, which was rather good. But anyway, so they didn't make it into a full double bed. So the kitchen is in good order. Everything looks really nice about this van, and plenty of cupboard space up here. Now I have to again, I'm not with my usual camera, back with my old camera today, just sort of give it a bit of a whirl out. And here we have the, what am I going to call it now? The microwave. I'm just not with it at all, am I? Just not with it. Fridge, freezer, more worktop here. Now I'm just going to adjust this volume control, because I think we're going to be blowing the volume. Right, we're back in action again. Now I've turned the volumes down, so hopefully they won't get too distorted. I keep forgetting how the actual Nikon Bluetooth microphone is, how sensitive it is. But anyway, so yes, back to this microwave, workspace here, put your telly on here, and of course it's a transverse bed, and the mattress doesn't look like it's been used hardly at all. Sorry about the bit of the wobble there, but decent wardrobe size, freestanding table, the fantastic Status TV area, of course, which I've always rated. Overhead locker storage there, some more storage on this to the side, of course, with another wardrobe and a drawer there. And I mean, this van just feels really spacious. I really like it. It's just a shame that they just finished Lunar, because they could have had the market really tied up. Right, here we go. Decent shower unit, and again it looks like it's hardly been used. Sorry for Right, the Quasar, as I say, it was an unusual van. Never seen one in 8 foot wide and that length, because they didn't make one officially, so that made it a little bit more interesting. As I say on the intro bit, I did like it, and as I say, apologies for it running out, but we have basically covered that, and I hope the still pictures show you enough. But yeah, I thought it was a nice van, and I was looking at the equivalent in that layout on Quasar, on a normal Quasar, and basically it was sort of same price. So basically what you were getting 8 foot wide van for the same price as a normal standard Quasar, and yet in a slightly longer body shell with the washroom and the transfers bed. Really strange, really weird. But yeah, if you're after a good spacious van for two and you're not too far from Blackpool, give Alan a ring on Westfield Caravans. I'll put the number on after this. And Alan's Alan or Magda, she will tell you about it, and hopefully you might arrange a viewing, and you might just like it. Anyway, please keep watching the video. Please keep subscribing. Now we're coming to the end bit, which tells you all about the Facebook pages to follow and all the books and Practical Caravan and all. Anyway, I won't get it, just watch it. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching.